All right, welcome to the lounge and recap week 10. Oh man, week 10. We're going to kick it right off. Sherman's March versus G5 Big Dick Players. Sherman's March desperately needed a victory, didn't get it. In that sludge, muck, mud, whatever you want to call it. 4 in a row for me. G5 114.4 to 78.1. G5 gets it with a waiver wire pickup of the week. Baltimore's D, 23 points. Crowder. Jets victory. The real New York football team gets the victory. 16.6. Gallup, 15.6. Sherman's March, what can I say? Jameis Winston, 18.3. Mixon, I think, had his best game of the year, 16.1. Godwin, 10 points. Not going to do it. So Sherman's March goes to 5-5. I'm going to face the 3-7 Just Trying JT in week 11. G5, 6-4, is going to face a 5-5, according to my sources. Some big games next week. Big games determining playoffs. All right, moving on to Just Trying JT versus the Bird's Nest, looking for their second victory of the year, and they get it. 92.9 points to 85.7. Just Trying JT. Let's see, Just Trying Cobb, 19.6. Eckler, 11.8. Hunter Henry, 11 points. 85 points, not going to do it against Coach Brad's. Kirk Cousins, 19.3. Le'Veon Bell, 14.8. Woods, 13 points. So, Coach Brad gets your second victory. You are going to 2-8 and going to face the 2-8 Danny Dimes. Bottom of the bottom next week. Just Trying JT, 3-7. You are going to face the 5-5 Sherman's March in week 11. All right, moving on to Coltrane's against Danny Dimes. This was a close game, but Danny Dimes, second victory of the year, 110.9 versus Coltrane's 100.5. Coltrane, Cooper, 26.2. He made it close. Allen, 25.4. Devontae Adams, 15.3. Coach Ron, top performers, Derrick Henry, 32.1, Golden Tate, 21.5, and the Jets D, 18 points. Gets you the victory. So, as I mentioned, Danny Dimes, 2-8. You are going to face the 2-8 Bird's Nest in week 11. Coltrane, 3-7, going to face the 8-2 Pottstown Rat Bastards. All right, moving on to the Pottstown Rat Bastards versus Subcheck Securities. Man, this was two high-scoring teams, but Pottstown Rat Bastards, 150.8, takes the victory and the $50 high score. Coach Rob, though, 127.6 points. You could have played anybody else this week and gotten a victory, but you faced the high scorer. Coach Rob, nothing to be ashamed of, 29.8 out of Mahomes. McCafferty, he's going to be the fantasy player of the year, 23.1. Melvin Gordon, 19.8. Let's see, Coach Brady and Gabe. Kirk, 34.8 with Murray's 26.8. Double dipping points there. Dalvin Cook, 27.8. So you get the $50 a week high score. You get the victory. So Pottstown, you move to 8-2. Oh man, it's we got some guys at the top there. You are going to face the 3-7 Coltrane. Subcheck Securities, you go to 5-5. You are going to face the 5-5 Hollywood Headliners. That's a big game. You guys are in that muck, mud, sludge, whatever you want to call it. You got to crawl out. Somebody's going to get a victory next week. We'll see who it is. All right, moving on to the red hot Belichick's hoodies, 115.8. Over the 92.1, according to my sources, gets the victory. Belichick's hoodies, this team is stacked at every position. Let's see, Hill, 27.5. Prescott, 25.9. Jacobs, 17.6. According to my sources, your top players, Jones, 27.3. Thomas, 21.7. And Howard at 12.7. Not going to do it. You're stuck in that sludge with me. So, Belichick's hoodies, 9-1. You are going to face, this is a big game next week, you're going to face the 7-3 PB&J. According to my sources, 5-5. You are going to face the 6-4 G5 Big Dick Players. All right, finally, PB&J versus Hollywood Headliners. The battle of the two high-scoring tight ends. But PB&J, 138.3 over Hollywood Headliners, 99.7. The high-scoring tight end goes to Andrews, 20.3. Kelsey, 17. So, PB&J, you get the $50 a week position player high score. Also, Lamar Jackson, 33.4, and San Fran's D, 19 points. Get you that 138 points. Hollywood Headliners. Hey, BJ and Allie were over again on Sunday. What a good time. It's always fun watching football with those guys. All right, so your high scores, defense, 20 points out of Rams. Kelsey, as I mentioned, 17 points. Russell Wilson, 16.6. Brings you the loss. You were going to go to 5-5 again in that sludge, muck, mud. You were going to face the 5-5 Subject Securities, as I mentioned, big game, playoff implications there. PB&J 7-3, going to face the sole possession of first place, 9-1. Belichick's hoodies. All right, so that is the recap for Week 10. We're going to spin the wheel, then we're going to go over standings. Just can't have tight end again. Let's see if we get something new. We just can't do tight end. And we are wide receiver. All right, I think we might. Well, we've had that twice, but that's fine. Wide receiver, position player for Week 11. All right, so moving into the standings. Sole possession of first place, Belichick's hoodies, 9-1. Sole possession of second place, Pottstown Rat Bastards, 8-2. Sole possession of third place, PB&J, 7-3. Sole possession of fourth place, G5, Big Dick Players. Sole possession of first through fourth. Doesn't happen often. Then you got the sludge, the muck, the mud. Got to crawl out of this. That's yours truly, Sherman's March, 5-5. Subject Securities, 5-5. Hollywood Headliners, 5-5. According to my sources, 5-5. Got to look at those points, 4 points against. Tiebreakers, that's where it's going to go. Then you've got the 3-7s, Coltrane, Just Trying JT, and the Danny Dimes, and the Bird's Nest at the bottom of the barrel, 2-8. Listen, 3 more games. They mean everything. Top 6 get in. Top 6 start thinking about next year. Top 2 get the bye. The other 4 will be in the first round of the playoffs. Who's it going to be? Hopefully it's going to be you. All right, next week's going to be a little tricky. I'm traveling for business. May take a short video on Monday of the wheel. Maybe I'll try to do it while I'm on the road. We'll have to see how that plays out. Otherwise, I'm going to get this uploaded to YouTube tonight, get it out to you tomorrow. Hope everybody's enjoying the league. I know I am. We will see you next week, hopefully, same time, same station.